Today I want to talk about the reality of running a home-based business. There's a lot to love about this lifestyle, and it's why I've been running my own business at home for over 2 years. But it doesn't come without downsides that most of the big business influencers and coaches won't show you. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I wish someone had told me when I first started to hopefully give you a more balanced view so you know what you're actually getting into yourself. And when life as a home-based entrepreneur does eventually knock you down, it won't come as a surprise and you'll be better equipped to handle it. If you don't know me, my name is Mark Csordos, owner of the Washing Well Laundromat in Aberdeen Township, New Jersey, author of the Laundromat Bible, and mentor to aspiring and established laundromat owners. Let's get into it. The first thing is the commute. My commute is about 8 seconds. My wife is even shorter. You spend a lot less money on gas. You don't sit there in traffic. You don't have to drive in the snow, in the rain, in the dark. Literally, you wake up and you're at work. Number 2, you don't pay rent. For the size of my home office that I have here, I'd probably in New Jersey be paying at least $1,000 a month rent. For a lot of places across the country, it would be several $100s. That's a great big expense right off your plate, right off the bat. You don't have to pay for rent. There could also be tax benefits. So if you own your own home, you might be able to deduct a portion of your home office from your taxes. Now for that, I would definitely talk to your CPA about, because the IRS is very stringent when it comes to that, and rightly so. But it is still something to consider, and again, I would talk to my CPA about that. There's no dress code. Come as you are. You want to wear shorts and Crocs? It's not my style, but go ahead, knock yourself out. You want to wear Yankee t-shirts 7 days a week? You can do that too. So it's nice, it's relaxed, it's comfortable, there's no dress code. It gives you more flexibility. When you don't have to worry about the commute home, you can stay later, or you can just shut the computer off and go upstairs. If you want to pop in to the office at 9 o'clock at night, you can easily do that. So there's a lot of flexibility. You have a dentist appointment at 2 o'clock. Well, you can start work a little earlier if you want, or just start at the same time. Leave at 1:30, go to the dentist, and then come back when you're done. You don't have to check in or out with anybody, tell anybody you're leaving. You just do it. You can also create the perfect work environment. It's your space. My wife is very into the feng shui, which is like spatial elements help create a mood for how you feel. Well, you can set up your office. It's your office any way you want. You want plants, you don't want any plants. I have up athlete pictures and signs for my favorite teams. I even have a Rocky 3 poster, which I wouldn't have if I was working in somebody else's office. So that's the great thing. By the way, if you have specific questions about entrepreneurship, you can just drop them in the comments. And if you're enjoying this video so far, or others that I've made, smash the like button, hit subscribe, hit on the little notification bell so you get a video every time that I make one. So what are some of the cons to working at home? If you have an 8-second commute, you don't pay for gas, you can dress as you want, you can design it as you want. The biggest one that I think is isolation. You're all alone. There is no water cooler. There's nobody to talk to. There's no interaction. You can't go up to somebody and say, hey, did you watch that new movie on Netflix? Did Aaron Judge hit a home run last night? Those little interactions that a lot of us take for granted, might not realize we enjoy it, but when we don't have them, you do sometimes wish you had somebody that you could just take a break and ask those questions to. If you think about it, if you're not married, or you don't have kids, or your kids are gone, they're out on their own. You might only have one other person or nobody else living in your house. So one of the things that I would do to combat isolation is to schedule time out of the house. Whether maybe that's noon every day, you go for a walk, join some clubs, maybe the chess club, whatever it is that you like to do. Join a gym and go there 3 times a week. You want to get out where you're going to have a social interaction with people, because when you're the only one, yes, that's great for sometimes focusing and intensity, but let's face it, even if you're shy or a bit introverted, we're all social creatures. We like to have other people around us, and we like to have those little chit chats to make the day go a little quicker. Another is distractions. You're at your house. There is no boss. There's nobody telling you that something has to get done by a certain time. The dog wants to play. The garden needs watering. There's a new episode of The Bear that dropped last night and you didn't get a chance to see it. Even though you don't have the distraction of a coworker, popping their head in, or you can overhear their conversation on the phone, or a boss calls you into their office, there are still many distractions around your own home, including your phone. Again, you might not sit on your phone for 15 minutes in an office when people are like watching and like, are you on break? No, I'm just actually not doing anything. I'm just playing on my phone. So you really have to be disciplined when you have a home office. Again, this is your house. You can walk around at will. You want to go turn the TV on, go ahead. But those are distractions that you're going to have to work very hard to try to avoid. You can sometimes have limited space. I was lucky in this room that I have here. This actually is a sunroom. So 5 months out of the year, it's very nice to work in. The air conditioning unit when it's 90. We also have like a space heater for when it's 9 degrees, because don't forget I'm in New Jersey, so we get the full span of the weather. So I'm lucky that I have space, but my last space was, and you can't see it, but it was basically in a hallway. And I really didn't feel like I had the room to maneuver, and I could so much more easily hear everything that was going on in the living room, in the kitchen. The dogs see you, they're like, hey daddy, let's go throw a tennis ball, let's go play. I didn't have a good space. The work-life balance. You're always at work if you think about it. If you have a 20-minute commute to work by car, then Friday, when you're done with work, you're not going to go back until Monday morning, unless there's an emergency or you're stuck working an extra day. But for the most part, Friday at 5, you're done. You go home, boom, work is over. When your desk is 50 feet away from anywhere you are in the house, you can be very tempted to, let me go check an email, or I'll just work 1 extra hour, or I hear the phone ringing, I should leave it, but maybe it's somebody on the West Coast. You also have to draw distinct lines when you're working at home. Just like with the distractions, you have to say, okay, I'm not going to let these things distract me. You also have to be very good at creating a balance. Even though you're working at home, maybe you say, look, at 5:30, the laptop closes and I'm done. It's the President of the United States calling, I'll get back to him in the morning. I don't start before 8:15, let's say, and I take an hour break. Every day between 12 and 1, I have a bite to eat. I go for a little walk. Maybe I play with the dogs or cat, whatever animal you have. You need to create some kind of work-life balance. Otherwise, you'll find that you're just always working, and that's not healthy either. Helping entrepreneurs is what this channel is all about. So if you enjoyed this video or others that I've made, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you get more of my videos. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else that you would like me to talk about. I also talk also about a laundromat. So if you're interested in getting into the laundromat field, I also have a video that's similar to this, the pros and cons of owning a laundromat. So you can watch that one next. But until we meet again, have a great day.